My name is Kat, and my husband Luke and I have been living here in Cambodia for the last 7.5 months. And a few months ago, we were in a Cambodian wedding. It was quite a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So watch this video and you'll see what that looked like. It all starts with the relationship with our neighbors. There's this little boy, he's 4 years old, and he's the cutest little thing in the whole world. He's always wanting to talk and hang out with us, and his family and us have become kind of close, even though their English is very limited. One day we came home from work and there was this guy there who apparently was a relative of that family, and he's been living in America, and he was getting married that weekend. He gave Luke and I a wedding invite just because we had the relationship that we did with his, I guess, grandson? So it's a very big deal to have official Khmer invitations. And so I figured that since they gave us one, some of it might be in English, but no. It's not. It started with finding a dress. I enlisted the help of some coworkers. They took me to a dress shop where I got to pick out my dress and got it custom fitted. This is me, half naked, in the store, holding a sheet as a dress so I can try on other dresses, and because she's sewing it to my size. And Lee Hao is helping me.
Ling!
Okay, thank you. This is the dress that I got. The fabric was very Khmer, like this is fabric I would never buy for myself, but it's like very much the style that a lot of Cambodian women wear, which is what drew me to it, because I want to wear something that's very Cambodian. I got to rent it for the weekend for $10. Not too bad. The night before the wedding, the groom came over with a few other family members, and he asked if his daughter, who lives in Phnom Penh, could come and do my hair and my makeup for the wedding, which was so sweet. So of course I said yes, that would be awesome. So 7 a.m., well, before 7 a.m., the music started at 4:30, because that's how Cambodian weddings go. There's something with the culture here. The weddings and the funerals, especially in the village, not so much in the cities, they start their music at 4:30 in the morning. Okay. In Cambodia, the bigger the speakers you have, the more money you have, and the more people know that you're having a wedding or a funeral, and they can come and they can give you gifts and support you. So it's like, I get it, but 4:30, really? And they like put these speakers so high, and it's like, why? I don't know, is that necessary? Anyway, 4:30, we wake up, try to fall back asleep. I end up getting up around 6, and then heading over at 7, where I start to get my hair and makeup done. We all pack into their house, which is one of those wooden houses on stilts, and everybody's in the same room getting dressed, and there's people who they've hired to help with the outfits, help with the makeup. Some girl did my makeup. These eyebrows are unreal. I guess maybe that was the daughter, I don't know. I don't know who she was, but she did my makeup and it was very good. Then they did my hair, and then they were like, where's Luke? He needs to get ready. He starts getting dressed into their outfits, and then they start putting outfits on me. And we're like, I think we're in this wedding. Like, I think we're part of the bridal party. Once we started matching outfits with everybody, we were pretty convinced. We just kind of had to go with the flow and go where we were told to go and sit where we were supposed to and hold whatever random objects they wanted us to hold. They started the wedding with a fruit walk. I unfortunately didn't get much video of this, but Luke was one of the umbrella holders, and it's a tradition that they have the guests walk in with a bunch of fruit and other things, I don't know, and they bring it and present it to the couple. That's like a, here you go, congratulations, you're getting married. And then we took lots of pictures. It was really just standing around in different poses, and him kissing her hands, and then she kissing his hands, and then pictures of them combing each other's hair. Later on, there was a Buddhist ceremony, which we just kind of sat around and watched because we are not Buddhist. That was really interesting. They had a lot of monks, I guess from the local area, come by and blessed their wedding. We greeted every single guest as they came in for an hour and a half. And so people are trickling in and we gave them their little party favors. During the reception, we got sat with a bunch of strangers. I mean, everyone at the wedding was really strangers. And no one really spoke any English, but it was fun. The women that I was sitting next to kept serving the food for me because the dress that I was in, since it cut across the shoulders, I couldn't reach my arms past here. We had cow stomach, fried fish, there were fried grubs and fried bugs, and then some Khmer soups and different things like that. But it was all very delicious. I won't say we didn't try anything we didn't like, but we didn't try anything that we couldn't eat. After that, they just kept serving more and more food, and so I saw some people getting up to dance, so I got up to join them. I guess the traditional Khmer dancing that you do at a wedding is you kind of all go in a circle and move your hands like this. It's kind of hard. They also had live performers. They had this band with these pop singers, almost like a K-pop style, I think. I felt a little uncomfortable watching them just because they looked like they were maybe 12 years old and they were wearing very revealing clothes. And we don't see a lot of revealing clothes here, so I've become resensitized to seeing people's knees and shoulders and belly buttons. And so watching these girls kind of doing some of these more sexual dances on the stage was making me a little uncomfortable. But they were very good performers. While I was dancing though, walking around the table, dancing with some of the other women, there was one older woman who I was kind of dancing with, and she was showing me how to do it. And she was trying to tell me to go up on the stage. I thought we had come to an agreement of I'll go up if you go up. Let's do this together. And she's like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, okay, together we're gonna go up. And she seemed like she understood what I was saying. We get to the ladder on the side of the stage, and she's like, okay, now you go. And I'm like, okay. And I'm holding onto her. I'm like, let's go up together. She wriggled away and she ran away. And so I ended up having to go on the stage with some of the other family members. So it was fine. In the end, it was a lot of fun, and you just gotta go with it in those situations. The bride, throughout this whole thing, had a different outfit for every single moment in the wedding. 7 outfits, it was crazy. And they all looked beautiful, they were gorgeous, but 7. And during the reception, she put on a white Western wedding gown, and he had a black tuxedo or suit, I can't tell the difference. And they did their first dance, and it was so cute. It was very much of a normal, for me, wedding. We thought it was gonna go on late into the night, because often weddings around here will keep us up till 11 o'clock. Not super late, but you'll hear the music just as you hear it at 4 in the morning. A lot of people were leaving, so we told them, okay, we're gonna go home, take a nap, we'll come back, and we'll see you later. And they were like, okay, but make sure you come back. So we were like, yeah, sure, no problem. By the time we went to go back, they had already taken down the stage and everyone was just kind of hanging out. And so we went over and we talked to them and said sorry that we missed the end of the wedding and that we felt really bad, and they seemed not to worry about it. That was the end of the wedding. It was so crazy. It was so sweet. Throughout the wedding, there were so many people who would come up to take pictures with us because we were the only white people, the only foreigners there. So there was a few times that we felt like we were the entertainment. I have lots of pictures with people who I've never met and probably will never see again, but it was so fun. It was really sweet of the bride and groom to include us in the wedding and to allow us to have a full experience of a Khmer wedding, because a lot of the times you'll see them and you can kind of walk by and you see what's going on, but you really don't get the full experience. And being in the wedding, having all the makeup and hair done, being in the ceremonies and seeing what that entails was so cool. A few weeks later, after the wedding, the little old lady sitting in between Luke and I, and she's got her arms around us and it's the cutest thing. She called me over and she handed me a packet of photos from the wedding. So they had professional photos printed out to give to us, as well as I guess what they kept for the wedding. But it was so sweet that We got to have our own photos that will hang up in our house one day where we're dressed in the full Khmer garb. Some of these pictures though, I look so angry. And our nostrils look so big. Why do they look so big? I don't know. Wow, so beautiful. All of our pictures from the wedding. A day we will not forget. So cool. I think that's all I have to say.